It would normally be, you wouldn't be able to see the floor for barrels. It would just be chopper, because there just wasn't the stock to come in. Didn't get our orders.
It's probably been the most challenging business that I've known, to be honest. I think that when we first opened and it was gardens only, we were all trying to do some trade outside, and our customers were very resilient and supported us. We got through to the 19th of July when we could reopen again, and we thought, this is going to be the end of our issues. How wrong we were. Probably the start of the issues, and it's been very challenging ever since. We've been having quite a few issues with food supply and alcohol supply. The two are completely different, come from different companies, but the issues are the same, and it's mainly lorry drivers. Food issues have been on a daily, weekly basis, waiting for your delivery to turn up and finding that there's only 10% of it on, or nothing whatsoever. I think that the shortages, to be perfectly honest, have been down to Brexit. The vote was taken to come out of Europe, and a lot of people then went home during the pandemic and now are finding it unavailable to get back. So there's a massive shortage on drivers for everywhere, food and drink particularly. We employ some 400 people. Attracting new staff is very difficult. I think that the pool of workers has become a lot smaller. Everybody's pulling on the same pool without the European nationals that were working in the UK, not specifically in our business, but just in the UK, without those being in there. There's a definite shortage in all areas.
Never experienced anything like this before. You don't really know what to expect. Been in this pub for coming up for 4 years. Just a normal regulars pub, back street pub, not too far from the high street. So we're not ridiculously busy, but we're a nice little locals pub. Have our regulars, and that's how we like it. Does mine just step?
Yeah.
Normally full with barrels, with it being a bank holiday weekend coming up, but with the limits that we've got, we're not able to go to our full capacity. It would normally be, you wouldn't be able to see the floor for barrels. It would just be chopper, because there just wasn't the stock to come in. Didn't get our orders. Well, since we reopened in April, we've had lots of different issues with beer shortages, like the products, getting certain beer like beer and Moretti was a shortage. Foster's there's a shortage of. Just trying to get the general beer orders in has been a massive problem, and obviously now recently we've had the whole issue with the HGV drivers. There's not enough of those, which is obviously affecting our deliveries coming in on a regular basis, and if you haven't got the beer coming in, then you can't sell it, and then there's no business. I just don't have a business. And other restaurants, some restaurants locally can't even open because they just don't have the staff, whether it be in the kitchens or whether it just be bar staff. This isn't just my business, this is my home. I have my family that live here. So if I lose this, if my business has to close, then I lose my home as well. I've got nothing else.
In these dark times that we find ourselves in, it's all too easy to feel passive and disengaged and hopeless. But there is something you can do. If you like the sound of a fearless, independent media outlet really trying to shine a light where the mainstream doesn't, then do sign up to Byline TV. You can hit the join button on YouTube or subscribe on Patreon. You can be part of driving meaningful change.